Hey everyone, in today's video we are going to be looking at what's going on in the tropics and even a potential tropical disturbance later this week. Right now we're looking at the entire Atlantic basin for today. You can see that we have tropical depression Don up there. This was Tropical Storm Don, our fourth named storm of the season. We also have a little bit of activity going on down here off of the coast of Africa, which could be our next tropical disturbance here in the main development region. We do have some rains currently ongoing across the Caribbean as well as Florida. Lots of rain as well. And if you look really closely over here in the central United States, you do have some severe weather today and some severe weather tomorrow in that general area across Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Illinois. Pretty good to see that potential for severe storms today and tomorrow. Here's the National Hurricane Center. We have Tropical Depression Don currently with maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour, a minimum central pressure of 1,011 millibars, located at 38.6 north, 42.9 west, and movement is east-southeast at 14 miles per hour. This is going to be kind of curving. This is going to be kind of doing a snail motion type of maneuver as it loops southward into the northward motion, which points it towards Canada. As this still kind of lingers, we can still see another tropical storm strength from Don later this week, but it's just kind of doing its own thing up here in the Atlantic, not really impacting much. Here we're looking at the latest 12Z GFS model. So we're looking at the long range, and the long range is definitely not very exactly what's going to happen, but it gives us an idea of what's expected to start to form out in the Atlantic, what kind of patterns we could see out in the future. As we move forward without time, you can see that tropical wave coming off of Africa. As we head into around Thursday, you can see Don still out in the Atlantic, still doing its own thing. As we head into Friday and even the weekend, we start to see this low pressure system start to form off of this tropical wave that moves slowly throughout the main development region, heading westward, and this is about 126 hours out from now. This is very far out, and the National Hurricane Center hasn't discussed this yet, but if we continue to see this trend throughout the GFS model, I do expect the National Hurricane Center to eventually catch on for the 7-day outlook. You see, we head throughout further time, and this is over 100 hours out, so this is very far out from now. This is middle of next week. As you can see, middle of next week, we could definitely see some tropical activity possible, or generally the tropics heating up as we head here into the second half of July. As we look at the Euro run, this is the latest 12Z run from the European model. Don just kind of lingering. You see that tropical wave still appearing on the European model, not as strong as the GFS model has it, but you can still see it there moving slowly throughout this upcoming weekend, heading towards the Caribbean. There it is, located right there. If this doesn't form into a named storm next week, this will, however, bring a lot of rainfall to portions of the Caribbean Sea. The definitely European model has it there. The CMC model also has this tropical wave going across the main development region. So this tropical wave, as I've been seeing here, has been trending throughout these models, so we'll have to keep a close eye on that as we head throughout this week. Now, looking at the Eastern Pacific, we don't typically look at the Eastern Pacific or the Central Pacific in tropical videos, but as you can see, we're looking at right now, we have Tropical Storm Calvin in the Pacific. We also have a tropical disturbance with a low chance, but this is the concern here with Tropical Storm Calvin currently with maximum sustained winds of 50 miles per hour and a minimum central pressure of 1,000 millibars, located at 17.1 north, 142.3 west, and movement is west at 20 miles per hour. This is expected to make a close approach to Hawaii, with tropical storm watches out right now for portions of the tropical storm watches out for Hawaii, the big island right there, as this is expected to become this is expected to continue as a tropical storm through 2 a.m. Wednesday, bringing tropical storm impacts like some damaging winds, some storm surge, as well as rainfall. Those three main concerns are with this storm, as it makes a very close call to making landfall right near the Big Island. Look at the key messages. Calvin is forecast to pass very close to the Big Island Tuesday night and Wednesday, bringing a period of heavy rain, high surf, and locally strong winds Galvin is expected to weaken as it moves westward to the south of the other Hawaiian Islands Wednesday and Wednesday night, bringing the potential for some peripheral impacts. The most likely arrival time of tropical storm force winds for the Big Island, you can see there around Tuesday at 8 p.m. we start to see this storm move in. By Wednesday 8 a.m. you're still seeing those tropical storm force winds. Wednesday at 8 p.m. that's when it really starts to weaken down to a tropical depression, eventually into a post-tropical storm. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on post notifications. You won't miss a single upload live stream this hurricane season. I expect the hurricane season to really heat up the middle of August, but that's just expecting. So this tropical storm season could really peak at any moment as these waters are very hot. We could really see our first hurricane of the season any day now as we head closer to August. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.